All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Today we are going to talk about one of the best plays in all of high school football, and that's the scramble drill. Now, I say that kind of ironically because it's a play that often happens organically. It's not something we script. It's not something we really game plan for, yet it remains one of the biggest ways to generate huge chunk yardage, especially at the high school level, right? And there's a lot of reasons for that, which we'll get into. But let's just let this play first, just so we're on the same page as to what the scramble drill is, right? So the scramble drill, very simply, is when the play breaks down and it doesn't go as planned, right? So we're running 4 verts here. This is from our game this week, and we're running 4 verts. And sorry, I'm trying to rewind, and it's not rewinding. There we go. So for whatever reason, we're running 4 verts here, and we don't throw it. Now, we probably could hit the seam route right here, but for whatever reason, we don't throw it, and now we get pressure. And we break the pocket, and at this point, this is where the magic happens, if you will. This is where everything is thrown out the window, the play is dead, and we're just playing backyard football, which is basically, hey, run around and get open, and let's see if we can make a play. But we make one, right? We complete a ball for about 30 yards, and that's probably more than we would have gained had we just thrown 4 verticals. So it ends up being a huge play for us, a game-changing play, if you will. We go down and score right after this. And it's not something that we really planned for. It's not something that we scripted. It's just something that happened. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that, right? So let's go through kind of how to teach the scramble drill and some general concepts and some general rules. And that will hopefully kind of inform your guys. And then again, I don't want to underemphasize the ability for them to be creative within those general rules. Okay, so here's the basic rules that we teach. Now, I've seen coaches get really specific, but I like to keep things simple because again, we don't have a ton of time to practice these things, and it also allows kids to play freely without having to think too much. So our basic rules are exactly that. They're very basic. Here's the idea. As a receiver, as soon as you realize the play is broken down, right? So for this example, it's right about there, right? Right about here, we know that we're not, for whatever reason, we're not throwing 4 verts. We get pressure, we're outside of the pocket. What we teach our guys is to go where you aren't. So let's see how our guys do, right? And I think that we do a really good job here of executing this. So the basic 2 rules are go where you aren't and make sure you get into the quarterback's field of vision. Okay, so basically what that means is if you're shallow, go deep. If you're left, come back to the right. If you're deep, come back toward the QB. If you're way on the left, come all the way over to the right if that's where the quarterback is, right? So you can see our receivers here, they do exactly that. So here we go. We break the pocket, okay? Now look at our Z. Our Z is running a comeback. What does he do? As soon as he realizes the QB breaks the pocket, where's he going? He's up the field, he's deep, right? That's huge because what does that do? That takes that corner with him, which opens up this area of the field for anybody that's deep to come back. So that's what ends up happening, right? Is our H comes back, and now we got, oops, sorry for the blurry screen. Now we got a completion because he came back to that vacated zone. So this is all because our Z does a good job of going where he's not, okay? And our H does the exact same thing. So our H is deep, he comes back. Our Z is shallow, he goes deep. Our X is left, you see him coming back to the right, right? He's looking for something maybe across the middle of the field here. And you see this sometimes, we don't have a chance to do it here, but you see this sometimes where the quarterback can break the pocket, right? He might break the pocket, and he's getting chased, so he doesn't really have time to set up. But we see a lot of times where you break the pocket and you have time to set up, out here, like on the numbers, right? So you might be able to set up out here, which means maybe we could hit that X coming back across the field, okay? So that's a great job by the Z. It's a great job by the H. I want you to see what the Y does here too, and we'll have to let the play go all the way through. So our Y is running a seam. Okay, remember again, his rule is to go where he's not, to find open grass, and to get in the quarterback's field of vision. So what happens is our Y, right there, he realizes the play is broken down, and he sees the H coming back to this zone. So our Y actually goes that way, and he goes like front pylon of the end zone. And you can see we don't have time to throw it here, but if we would have, our Y is sitting, look at him, right? He's way out here and he's wide open. And if our QB would have had time to set up outside of the pocket, we could probably hit that for a touchdown too. So great job by the receivers of doing their job. Again, not getting too complex, just letting them play backyard football, but go where you aren't, right? You're shallow, go deep. Your left, come right. You're deep, come back. All right, next point. Here's why the scramble drill is so effective, right? And here's why we love it. Because look what it does to the linebackers. It forces the linebackers to make decisions. So you can see, right? We got two linebackers in pass coverage. One guy's doing a decent job, one guy's not great. But both of them are going to be forced to make a decision when our quarterback breaks the pocket because they have to vacate their zone, right? So they either have to allow running lanes or they have to vacate their zone, come up and pressure, and that's just going to open up passing lanes for the quarterback to throw. So you see all of this open grass here. And again, our X is coming back, right? Our H is coming back. All of this open grass is all because the quarterback breaks the pocket and those linebackers have to press. Okay, so that in essence is what the scramble drill is it's allowing your guys to be creative, giving them very simple rules, and it allows you to again generate huge chunk yardage without really having to script anything. Now, I talked about the fact that we don't practice this often, but I will say this: practice it every once in a while. In 7-on-7s, let's say we're running a 7-on-7 drill here. What I would do, have a coach behind your quarterback, and you don't have to do it all the time, but maybe 2 or 3 times a day, right? In your 7-on-7 drill, have your coach yell to the quarterback, like maybe 2 seconds into the play, say scramble right or scramble left, and force your quarterback to practice it and make your receivers react, right? Don't tell them it's coming, and don't say, hey guys, we're going to run the scramble drill now. Just do it organically because that's the way it happens on Friday, right? So again, I think that's something that's lost, right? All of our 7-on-7 drills in the summer, we always have a timer and it's like 3.5 seconds. Well, this play is not 3.5 seconds, right? This play is, let's count it: 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000. So that's a 7-second play, and we don't ever practice that in the summer. So throw it in there every once in a while when you're running 7-on-7, because it simulates what's going to happen in the game on Friday night. All right, so there we go. Scramble drill, great opportunity to generate huge chunk yardage, and something we should definitely practice every once in a while to make sure that we know what we're doing. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll check you out next week.